All right, we're going to do just kind of a quick video today, taking a look at the price action on Bitcoin throughout the day. We saw that dip yesterday down to about 89,000, just under 90. We had people calling, this is the last time you'll ever get to buy Bitcoin under 90K. And then we did have a little bit of a relief, I guess. I don't know if you'd call it a rally, but a relief back up to 93. And then over the past day, today, the 19th, and kind of overnight last night, we saw things dip back down under 89K, seeing a low today of like 88. I think it was like 88,200-ish was the low today, and then we have come back up to about 92K, currently sitting at 92,500. So was 88,000-ish the bottom of this pullback? Time will tell, not financial advice. I think if you're dollar cost averaging, you don't really care because you are buying on the way up and you're buying on the way down. That said, currently the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, this was just posted about 20 minutes ago, is at extreme fear, sitting at 11. Still, we've been sitting in that kind of 10 to 15 range for a long time. And that Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is not going up really. And this post from Tom Crown showing us that this is the longest consecutive amount of days in extreme fear in Bitcoin history. Typically, when Bitcoin spends time in that extreme fear zone, historically that has been a great time to buy. Typically, we see rallies after extreme fear starts to fade and we get kind of back more into this neutral zone, even into this kind of greed zone. It takes time to get there, but we have never spent this long in extreme fear. So if you're not at least dollar cost averaging in extreme fear, you should reevaluate your strategy unless you think that we're going to have some sort of even bigger mega dump and you're holding out for that, but you're risking missing what the actual dip when things start to rip back up. So what caused that kind of pump back up today from that $88,000 low back up to where we are now at 92.5? That was positive earnings call from NVIDIA. So market pumps after NVIDIA announces record quarterly revenue of $57 billion, beating expectations. So people expected that their earnings were not going to be as good as they were. This pumped the stock market. This was a positive reflection on just like kind of U.S. or even I should say global finance, just on the whole, and it caused Bitcoin to pump. So where do we go from here? I liked this graph from Tyler Hill Investing, kind of showing these golden zones, pockets of support that we may or may not consolidate in over the next several days, weeks, months. So there's this one zone here sitting at a low of 82,500 and up to about 89.6. So this is where we did touch down, and I believe he posted that at kind of that low at 89,000. So we got into the middle of this pocket, but is there opportunity for this macro support and this previous all-time high sitting between 69,000 and 75,000? There's a lot of ranging there, kind of the top of this range that was in the 60. This is at about the 61,000 would be kind of the middle of this ranging area. But the top of that ranging area is another kind of golden pocket that we bounced off of back here. Bounced off that $75,000 range, which was the top here. So we did hit that as support here, but there's a lot more support here at that $61,000 range. So, and then of course there's also this larger regional low, the psychological low of 50,000, which has a tiny bit of a bouncing there, but these are weekly candles on the Bitcoin time frame as well. So lastly, I told you I didn't want to make too long of a video. I did want to take a look at some other projects. I mean, I'm kind of, like I've said many times now, I'm kind of becoming a Bitcoin maxi. My other biggest holding is Cardano, sitting at 46 cents. I think we saw Cardano down in the 43 range earlier today. Yeah, just under 44 cents. That popped up looking similar to the Bitcoin graph. So will we see an altcoin season? That is the question. If Bitcoin doesn't get back up above 100,000, I don't think so. I don't think we do see an altcoin season at all. If we see another rally in Bitcoin, I think we will see some good things coming out of some of the utility altcoins. So Cardano, I have my eyes on. Sui, I have my eyes on. Let's take a look at Sui real quick. SUI here sitting at $1.63. Kind of a little bit of support here. I know this is fucking awful TA, but I'm I'm using CoinGecko here, but bear with me. So there's some support in kind of like the $1.60 range here. Some ranging in that $1.60 to $1.80 range, about $2 range rather. We're under that now. I guess we're kind of hitting some of the support back here, that $1.50 range. Could be an opportunity to buy. I bought a little bit, but I'm not, this is like 1% of my portfolio. Another project that I picked up a little bit of was FET, Artificial Superintelligence Token. This thing is looking brutal. This is, if this ends up running again, this would be an epic entry. So sitting at under $1 billion market cap. This was a huge project. But let's see, what did the peak market cap get to you? Topped out at 6 billion. Call it 6 billion. It's currently under $1 billion right now. So if the AI tokens take off again, it's up 11% of the day. That could be good. Another project that I picked up a little bit of was that I had totally sold out of a while ago, but I picked up a little bit more VeChain as well, just seeing how oversold that is. There's definitely some ranging in here, and we're down on those levels that $1.5 billion market cap currently, so less than $1.5 billion. With that peak for VeChain being 17 billion. So there's, if this were to ever run again, there's some big opportunities there. And this, obviously, there's huge opportunities in a lot of the altcoins. If you use that special word if they run back up, if they hit that new all-time high, which a lot of them very well may not. We have so many more coins in the ecosystem now, 19,000 just on CoinGecko alone, compared to last altcoin cycle when there was like 2,000 coins. So some people say that the altcoin season got gobbled up. They got gobbled up by Solana meme coins and prior to that, NFTs, and the market got spread very thin with these thousands and thousands of meme coins being made, and altcoin gains consolidated in the pockets of just a few people who were early or scamming with meme coins. That very well could be the case. I do think, given that, we will see some meme coins run. I don't think I talked about this yet. The 6-7 coin, like there's people, the 6-7 shit I won't get into, but like this ran up huge. This went up to, huge for Solana meme coin, $40 million market cap from a under $1 million just a few 2 weeks ago. So the trenches are alive and well, my friends. I can't believe I'm going to show this one, but I will. Rismus I saw was up 90%. So some of these Solana meme, which is, it's heavily down, but some of these meme coins are still, there's still communities. There's still people pumping money into them, talking about them. I am focusing on Bitcoin currently. That's where I'm putting my capital. That's where I'm putting my attention. I just signed up for the Coinbase credit card. So anytime I spend money, I'm making a tiny bit of Bitcoin back. That's felt pretty cool so far. I don't know if you guys have checked that out. Maybe I'll do a video about that at some point. But anyways, I am babbling at this point, and I don't want to waste your time. I appreciate you checking in. Please do like and subscribe to the video. Thank you so much. Take care. Peace.